July 30th, 2025, from here in Phnom Penh. I'm Jesse McCall here in the studio of Tra Young News, and want to bring you some updates. Interesting statements coming from the Thai press. This is from the Khao Sod English News, and there's an article from earlier today. The title is Breaking Constitutional Court Grants Pentagon Extension to Clarify Hun Sen Clip, deadline August 4th. And we won't go through the whole article, but it's interesting to look at a few of the statements here. There's the Constitutional Court has a case against formerly disposed Prime Minister of Thailand, Pentagon Shinawatra. And these are the accusations according to the Khao Sod English article that was released earlier today. They state that an audio clip of the conversation between Mrs. Pentagon and Samdech Hun Sen, the president of the Cambodian Senate, which was decimated on June 18th, 2025, that they allege this was due to her personal relationship with Cambodia, acting as if she was on Cambodia's side. Acting as if she was on Cambodia's side. So their accusation is that the former prime minister was acting as if she was on Cambodia's side. Well, what do they base that on? Well, they base that on a few statements that she made. These are her words from the transcript. Her saying to President of the Senate, Samdech Hun Sen, saying, she said, "We are on the same page. Both His Excellency Hun Sen and I want peace for the two countries." And then she further stated, but the truth is we want peace to happen just like before any of the clashes at the border. So she's been disposed of, and there's a court with the Thai Constitutional Court against her for being on Cambodia's side. And what they have taken as their accusation is that she said, "We want peace." What is Cambodia's side? Cambodia's side is peace. Cambodia's side is we don't want any conflict. And she's been disposed, and now there's a constitutional court in Thailand against her for saying, we want the same thing that Cambodia wants. We want peace, we want to reopen the borders, we don't want any conflict. I want the international community to understand the recent origins of this issue. Cambodia has stable politics. Our identity for the last several decades has been in peace. But unfortunately, there is some political turmoil happening in Bangkok and in Thailand, and it has overflowed to us, and we've reaped some of the repercussions, the unwanted repercussions of that. But I just thought it was a very revealing statement that she was perceived as being on Cambodia's side, as having Cambodia's interests, and then her exact words were, "We want the same thing as what Cambodia wants." What are Cambodia's interests? Peace. We don't want any. This is the stance from the get-go of Cambodia. Let's jump into some recent developments. This morning, military attaches and relevant people went to inspect the Cambodia-Thai border. The commander-in-chief of the Malaysian Army went to the Cambodia-Thai border to monitor both actual locations on both sides of the border. This, again, is very welcomed by Cambodia. On the morning of July 30th, 2005, Lieutenant General Rat Dararat, Secretary of State of the Ministry of National Defense, led diplomats to the Cambodia-Thai border. We have nothing to hide, and to demonstrate Cambodia's firm will. Please come, monitor both locations. And Cambodia has been crying out for international support as the smaller party, less militarily equipped party amongst these two parties, and are very happy to begin to receive that. There was a press conference earlier this morning regarding the monitoring that is beginning at the border areas. Spokesman for the Ministry of National Defense, Lieutenant General Malay Sochita, said the President of Malaysia, in his capacity as the current chair of ASEAN, has sent a delegation led by Commander-in-Chief of the Malaysian Armed Forces to Cambodia. Today, the leadership of the Ministry of the National Defense of Cambodia led diplomats, foreign military attaches in Cambodia, relevant parties to observe both locations, the actual situation. The actual situation. It's still shocking at times how falsified, intentionally falsified, not just mistakes, intentionally falsified news statements can be out there, and there have been intentionally falsified to create instability. Statements that have said Cambodia is not respecting the ceasefire. There was a statement earlier saying that there's small arms fire grenade attacks from Cambodia into Thailand, and Cambodia is being very transparent, bringing the international monitors to the former combat zones, and has nothing to hide in any of this, and absolutely rejects just the blatant lies that are coming out. It's very unfortunate. And for those of you that are in the international community, I know that sometimes maybe you don't want to take sides and you don't quite know what's going on, and it's all from a distance. But let's make it very clear. Cambodia, a small nation with a big heart, that has made peace its identity for the last several decades and has had an absolute commitment to never go back to the days of conflict, did not start this conflict. This is an overflow of the messy Thai politics happening over the border, and Cambodia has no interest in prolonging this conflict in the least bit. The only thing that we want is that we want to protect what we have, and that's it. But it's unfortunate that in this day and age, there can still be bullies. There can still be people that want to, and groups that want to create their own agendas for whatever reason and take what doesn't belong to them. And Cambodia has no intentions. It would not be logical on our part to do that from a nation that has a population of almost 4 times us. More modern military equipment than us. There's nothing that we desire to take from anybody. And say this again and again, state this again and again. In some other news, again, as international monitors are coming in Oda Menchay province, which is there on the Thai border, the Ministry of Education has confirmed that there has been extensive damage to some of the buildings of Tamen Sanjay Primary School located in Tamen Sanjay Village, Kok Mon Commune, and Bantiampal District in Oda Menchay Province. And this is unfortunate. This is not a battle zone. This is a primary school. As you can see from the footage, there was a very extensive damage and destruction to the primary school site. We can go on and on about war crimes and things that will be talked about in the days to come. Also want to go to another news item, is that the ambassador delegate to Thailand that is in the process of being appointed to Thailand. He made a very interesting statement, and let me get to that statement here in just one moment. But his statement was this, as he is the recent and new ambassador delegate from the United States, to Thailand. His exact words were, he will very clearly communicate to Thailand from his role in the United States, Mr. Sean O'Neill, that this type of conflict is not helping Thailand's people or relationship with the United States. Look, I believe that many of us were not looking for either or scenarios where one group is good, one group is bad, and we don't like you and we hate you. That's not our flavor. But we sincerely do hope that the population there in Thailand, as well as the government, the military, will recognize that this type of unnecessary and unwarranted conflict that should not be related to Cambodia. If they have some of their political issues, let them resolve them. Don't involve us. But they need to realize that these things will not be benefiting their people or their country. We live in the year 2005, and Cambodia has been a good model for the last several decades here of choosing peace, choosing stability, choosing development and progress, and giving up and putting away all ambitions for conflict and arguments and disagreements and war, putting them very far behind us. And we hope that the rest of the world will see that positive example that Cambodia has had and will follow in suit and applaud, of course, Cambodia as well. I want to say this. We're doing some of these news broadcasts in the English language because it seems like at times maybe the message and the reality of what's happening here in Cambodia is not heard enough. This is the reason. And for me personally, as someone who has made Cambodia my home, but obviously not born here, and obviously in these roles, these are roles where very much on a volunteer basis, saying, hey, let's get the message out there in additional languages so that the world can hear what's really going on in Cambodia. And it's not, we're not trying to push a false agenda. We're not trying to persuade someone beyond any type of truth. We're just trying to paint a very accurate picture of what the real situation is, and then even some glimpses of what Cambodia's intentions are. And when I say Cambodia, I'm talking about the population, but I'm also talking about the royal government of Cambodia as well. This government that we have has led this country into peace and development and progress and maximizing the potential of the amazing Cambodian people is a government and administration that values peace. And we're very thankful for their wise leadership, not an easy job, but their wise leadership of recent, and then of course over the last many decades as well. That's some of the updates for today, and for you wherever you're watching, for those of you that are listening in the English language, dig into the facts, be informed about what's really going on. And it's not about saying, you know, we hate one group, we love another group, or one group is terrible, one group's amazing. It's not about that, but it's about standing up for what's right, especially for a small nation like Cambodia, a small nation with a big heart, that needs international assistance and support to protect our sovereignty in very dangerous and aggressive situations like what we've just experienced over the last few days here. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
ត្រយ៉ងនាំសារពិតគ្រប់ទីកន្លែង